Alright guys, what's poppin'? It's your boy Rodney back with a not back really. This is a different type of video than what I've normally done. This is gonna be a response to Daturthdts, my most respected and my most favorite dokkan YouTubers, just tier list for the top 10 best dokkan fest EZA TURs, 2022 September. Not much to really like debate with him on this about. I tend to be in line pretty much with what he's saying on his lists. So I just kind of want to go over this. See, I did just watch a video. I listened to all of his comments and concerns, and just his rationale behind why he rated them the way that he did. So I'm just gonna kind of give my take, see what's happening. Overall, this is a very good list. I agree with him about the top five. So obviously, Cooler is just it's a different animal. Same beast in Dokkan, but he's just a different animal compared to everybody else. Namek Goku, one of my favorite units. He is just extremely versatile, being able to be on every different team, or just a plethora of different teams, leading a very good team himself, having a very good passive skill. His transformation mechanic isn't too bad, being at 77% or less on the fourth turn. Isn't bad at all. Same thing as the STR Vegito Dokkan Fest, which is a fairly often thing to get, so same thing with this Goku. And he also buffs his team on super attack, which is phenomenal. Not much to say about future Gohan. He's just really good overall, like building up damage reduction, raising defense on super. Like if you have him as a floater slot 3, or even have him on main rotation until you get to his 58% damage reduction, like he's just going to be a solid unit all around. Especially if you can get him on a 200% leader skill. I think the LR Trunks and Vegeta is his 200%, but I'm not too sure. Don't have him on Play Global. It is what it is. This Metal Cooler, I would actually put him on 5 and put Goku above him at 4, just for the simple fact of he doesn't raise defense on super after he doesn't raise his defense on super. He gets his passive up, he gets 5 hits, it raises to whatever it does, and he's quality, and that's it. The only reason I put Goku above him is because Goku does have that super attack effect of raising his defense, as well as in his passive, he gets a defensive increase based off of health. So if you build him, with my go-to of building is full additionals. If you build him full additionals, you have full HP. He's gonna have very high defense. He double supers. His defense is gonna be ridiculous. Cooler's not touching that. And his damage just overall, for me at least, has been a little bit higher than Cooler's until Cooler gets fully built up. But I can see arguments for either way. 4 and 5 interchangeable, but overall top 5, completely exactly how I would have it. Same thing. Number 6, I would actually put Evolution Blue Vegeta there as well. I would swap that one out just because Evolution Blue Vegeta does have the ability to quadruple super, raising defense on each of those, getting defense per attack up to 100%. So if you attack with him 5 times, which is generally like a guaranteed, if you build him full additional, you get your 3 supers, or your 3 attacks. Each has a different proc of the additional additional hidden potential, which generally for me activates like 95% of the time. So you just have him on 2 rotations, turn 1, turn 3. He's fully built up, and then he transforms on turn 5. If you get lucky, obviously, then he's decimating. He's tearing everything up and starts building up his crit chant, everything. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I'd keep him at 6. I would actually move Super 17 into the 7th spot, just because, kind of like the same reason for Gohan. He's just a super solid unit overall. He gets hit 4 times, builds up his damage reduction, increases defense on his super attacks. If you have a double super, full additional, since he is an AGL, he already has a higher chance of additionaling. But if you fully build that up, a double super plus full damage reduction, he's taking very little damage from most bosses in the game. Only thing that could really like bust him up is a very strong tech type. Obviously, Cell Max or Tech Cell Max would bust him up, just 3 million damage, cooked him. But everything else, maybe Bojack, a little bit of damage here and there. Is it BoJack? Maybe. It's late. It's 1:30 in the morning, so that's my fault. But yeah, I would move Super 17 up. I would have Turles at number 8. Just solid all around unit. But again, same with the Truce Point. There aren't a lot of super class difficult enemies. Every red zone event and Pride of the Wigazans and all of that, all of the super difficult, it's all against extreme classes. There are very few very difficult super classes, so that does push him down with not being able to activate his full support passive for his entire team. I'm totally fine with 9 and 10 being the way that they are, just because Gohan, super random RNG. If you don't get his defense or his guard, kind of just like a decent unit. He's solid. Same with Gogeta. I would actually, taking a look at the list, I would put a couple of units probably at his tier or above him. I would probably put Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas in number 10, or just because of how good his transform state, the Int Goku, Int UI Goku would be number 10, just because the transform state is just outrageous. But that's really the only changes that I would have. This is a top 10 for sure. 10 is very contentious, and you can debate a lot of different units over that. Not saying that I am, but I could see it. I could see arguments for it. But that's really all I had to say for that one. If you have any questions, or not questions, it's customer service voice. My fault. My bad. Any comments or anything, just put it down there. I'll respond to everybody. But it's Mini Boy. Hope you have a great day. Peace.